Finally, we're on part 12 of episode 59, and we're on the last of the TLC pay-per-view predictions with what was supposed to be CM Punk against Ryback TLC match, but turned into a real clusterfuck kind of. We now have the Shield, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins against Ryback and Team Hell No in a six-man tag team tables, ladders, and chairs match, which doesn't make any sense because you can't climb up the ladder and retrieve anything because there's nothing to retrieve.
Well, the only way to
But
win is via pinfall or submission.
yeah, but the problem here that we've touched upon in earlier segments is there's no uh, point in a TLC match, period, because it's just a ladder match. And the fact that you have a tag team match, which now they're saying is being contested under pinfall and submission rules, runs this even more down to the ground. Now, I don't get why because Randy Orton wasn't injured at this time, but I would have thought it would have made more sense for Randy Orton and Miz to be the two people in this match instead of Team Hell No. And it would have made more sense for this to be a tables match because of the whole Shield throwing Ryback through the tables over and over again. That would have made more sense to me. But on top of that, this whole pay per view doesn't make much sense to me because I've always thought if you don't have King of the Ring anymore, why not bring King of the Ring back for the December pay per view? And whoever wins King of the Ring, they not only get the King of the Ring title, but their big prize is that they win the number 30 spot in the Royal Rumble. Rationality being the Royal Rumble and the King of the Ring makes a lot of sense. You always want to get the number 30 spot because it's the most likely to win, even though it's only been twice. But to me, that's how I would be booking things if WWE gave me a job and would let me do it. I'm sure they wouldn't let me because they probably love TLC for some reason. I don't understand how they came up with this match in some regards. In some ways, I do, but it's got potential to be fun. So, I'm not going to totally shoot it down. I'm going to watch it with open eyes and a lot of hope. But as far as the winners of the match go, I'm a little 50-50 on this one, too. Either the Shield loses because Ryback needs to pick up some steam, or the Shield pins Daniel Bryan or Kane. Ryback's not getting pinned. And there's no
Well,
submissions that are going to happen.
but it's still technically a loss for the Ryback. Third pay-per-view loss in a row. And
Yeah,
a
but if
two,
he's
which he didn't take the pin for, but do you see them giving him a third loss in a row on pay-per-view? You think they would to benefit the Shield, but I just don't see it happening.
I
I think
think
they're just meat for him.
out of both those two options, the more likely is that the Shield's going to win because CM Punk was saying that he is going to be at the pay-per-view, and I think he could do that little bit of a distraction, and it's just enough for them to go uh, into the next week with the Slammy Awards and the week afterward and have another title match and all that. Just enough for Ryback to do that. But now Ryback, if he gets another title match, he has to lose that in disqualification or something like that. So if they are going to give Ryback the Royal Rumble win, they could get away with doing this. If not, then there's definitely a possibility that the Shield takes the fall here.
Yeah, I got the Shield winning also too because mainly because CM Punk keeps on stressing the fact that I'm not affiliated with the Shield at all, but he's gonna probably have them do their bidding, and then somewhere or another they're gonna actually attack all three of the competitors, the help team Hell No and Ryback, do some sort of cheating bullshit, and, then at the end of it, Ryback's gonna get thrown through a table by all three of them at either at once or one at a time to just show some redemption for towards CM Punk.
Brad Maddox comes out again.
Right.
What do you think, Chris?
I'm gonna say Ryback and Team Hell No get the victory, and the Shield get taken down a peg. They've been dominant since they came out, but just yeah, like I can't see Ryback losing another pay per view, even if he's not taking the pin. I can't see Ryback losing again. When he's supposed to be having a TLC match with Punk still on Raw before the Rumble, so they'll probably give him some steam back and have him get the win here. But I don't expect the Shield to get buried though. I think it'll be close, and then after TLC, they'll be back to. They'll probably interfere in Punk and Ryback's match later, get some revenge. But yeah, I think Ryback and Team Hell No are gonna win.
Who do you
But
think is
yeah,
going to take
as
the
I was
pinfall?
going,
Bryan. Bryan will take the pinfall.
as I was going to allude to earlier, as you're saying, talking about Randy Orton and Miz, what it looked like they were building to was with Team Hell No, and either him or the Miz and Orton or the Miz were gonna be. It was gonna be a 6-man tables match with Team Hell No teaming up with either one of those two, and that was gonna be the tables match for the card, and not to mention their first pay-per-view. And there I would obviously say they would get the victory, but with Punk getting injured and the TLC seemingly being scrapped, they kind of threw Ryback in with Team Hell No to feud with the Shield and made that whole thing kind of like the replacement TLC match. Since there's nothing on the line, it's pinfall or submission. So, it kind of makes sense, and from the booking standpoint where, your champion can't physically compete, I don't think it's a bad decision for a replacement for the WWE title match. I think it could deliver, but I'm really, really scared that it's going to kill the Shield's momentum like 1 month after the debut in favor of making Ryback look like a beast.
There's
I can
also
just see them doing that.
there's also another little part that I didn't even think of until you just said about the tag teams and all that. Not only is there the 3 Shield members and the possibility of Brad Maddox and CM Punk and Paul Heyman out there too, that all of them could get involved, but with Team Hell No and the number 1 contender spot, if Rhodes Scholars win, they could make some kind of an impact in this match as well, and they could actually be the ones to where if you've got 6 people, 7 people, whatever it ends up being, uh, and Ryback is busy with 4 of them or something, that'll definitely make him look like, well, it wasn't Ryback's fault. It was just Cody Rhodes came in and his mustache kicked the shit out of Daniel Bryan and
Damn
beat the beard.
mustache!
Right. It was the mustache against the beard, and the beard lost, and that's definitely a possibility too. I mean,
Like, let's be honest. Like, either this match or the Money in the Bank match are going to be the last match, though. And can you really
Yeah,
see
definitely.
them focusing the tag titles like that at the end of the show? Like, if this is the last match, can you see like Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow coming out and like the tag team title storyline being focused in the last match of a pay-per-view? Because
yeah, I can
can't.
actually see
So,
that. I
the
can see
way
him doing it.
the way they've treated the tag team division, like it's any team that ever gets pushed is a combination of upper card baby faces. If it was Kofi and R-Truth or Daniel Bryan and Kane, like they don't push actual tag teams. So I don't see them putting that kind of a focus on a tag team feud. Like it could happen. I'd be surprised if it did. I'd be surprised if they came back out after having their match with Rey and Faro.
Yeah, you never know. We're gonna have to see when it comes down to that. But as far as TLC goes, any other random predictions and stuff we didn't talk about? You guys think Miz is going to get a match, or a Miz TV segment, or anything with Del Rio? I'm personally kind of expecting a Miz TV segment with Del Rio, but any kind of AJ other stuff, or
I think depending on how badly Orton's hurt, he'll be on the show in some capacity too. Either he could be facing Miz or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know if Miz is considered a face or a heel anymore. But
I think he's pretty much a babyface.
I want no filler on this show.
Except for the
Just
the
air.
whole pay-per-view is pretty much filler, man. I mean,
Like other than pre-announced matches, no on-the-fly book a match that wasn't advertised or had a graphic on your website. Stick with the 6 you've got.
oh, they might also have Eve defend her title against whoever wins that pre-show battle royal on the card.
Brodus Clay.
Oh,
Yeah. Andy Kaufman.
Kaufman. I would pay to see that. That would be the comeback of the year. Screw the Jerry Lawler thing. He comes back and he fights Jerry Lawler again. God damn.
Got those Santino in there somewhere.
Santina. There you
Yeah.
go. That should be it then for the TLC predictions and everything, which means the only thing left are the plugs, and the first of which, always the Sign Me Up initiative, which, if you guys haven't figured out what that is yet, you obviously haven't been watching the show, and I hate you. No, I'm just kidding. That is if you bring a Smark Out Moment sign to any wrestling event, whether it's TNA or WWE or CZW or your local backyard wrestling crap or something, I don't know. Even an autograph signing or whatever. Take it there, take a picture or a video of yourself and send it to me, and I'll make sure to give you a shout out and show it on the show. Um, as always, check out smarkoutmoment.com itself and like the Facebook and the Twitter accounts and everything that's associated with that, along with the other A Mango Tree Network websites, which are outonlimbs.com, my other website, Fanboys Anonymous, which is looking for more writers. So if you're interested in writing about comic books and video games and TV shows and movies and everything else that you could be with a geek, you could go ahead and write for that. Uh, Check out the comicbookmovie.com. The Superceptive Mind is where I write some articles for that, as well as the Bleacher Report articles, which I might be writing a new one of them up soon. So on and so forth. You guys know you can always follow me at all the Tony Mango stuff, and always send comments and everything. And of course, I'm going to plug myself if you ask any questions. So don't feel bad if you go, hey, where else can I follow you? But that's enough about me. Throw out the rest of your plugs, guys. Your Twitter accounts, any kind of projects you're working on, all that kind of stuff. Braden, you know the deal. Go ahead, do the spooky
Yeah, well,
spelling.
as usual. Oh, yeah, no spelling. Fuck that shit. How many times do I spell it? I've lost count, around 57, but that's beside the point. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/spoodbeast. As Tony alluded to earlier, check out his website, Fanboys Anonymous. I posted my first article on there recently about gaming. It's talking about a potential second sequel for the Kingdom Hearts franchise. I'll be giving my opinions on various things on there in the future, whether it be movies, television, whatnot, whatever ends up floating inside my brain, that's article worthy or that I deem article worthy. So check out the site. Viewers are always important, and as well as contributors. As he's saying, he's still looking for some people that would like to contribute on a regular basis and kind of post their overall thoughts and reviews and different stuff that's all geek, which is what the website is for. And with that, I'll spin it over to the other guest members of today's episode.
Okay. Which one? Which one you want to spin it to?
Up to you, man.
Oh yeah, any of you go.
Bryan,
Whatever you got. Yeah, Bryan would have been like, well, on my Twitter account, you see the Nerd Genius,
Yeah.
Go ahead, Carlos.
There's a shout out for you.
Oh well, all I got is just the Facebook. I'm on CarlosCovington.com, or on my Twitter account I have at Cinestar, which obviously means that I love villains and I also love movies. So me hearing about the fanboy writing, expect me to inquire about that, Tony. And
All right.
right now I've been just been taking some time off and playing some games. Right now, I'm starting to play the Walking Dead download, and
Good.
and I'm just about to finish up playing Darksiders 2, which is, I hate to say it, I actually like that a lot better than the first one because the puzzles in Darksiders 1 was such a pain in the fucking ass. I couldn't stand it, but I had to try to beat it just so I could say I beat the damn thing. But yeah, the Walking Dead the download content, I like it a lot because it reminds me a lot of I don't know if I remember Heavy Rain, where you go through
Oh
like
yes.
yeah, and you go through like a lot of different scenarios, and each time you play it, it's a different outcome. I'm falling in love with it that quick.
And if you're interested in Heavy Rain, actually the first episode, if I remember correctly, of I Got
Yes,
Gameplay
it
is about
was
Heavy
on
Rain.
Heavy Rain.
So I Got
Me
Gameplay, a
for him
subsidiary.
singing his praises the whole episode. And
Right.
One of the subsidiaries of the Fanboys Anonymous network. So
yes.
over to you, Adjuster.
All right. You follow me at that Jester Kid. I'm not doing anything at the moment. I should have some stuff soon. So if I'm on here again, you guys can hear about that. I might be writing on Fanboys. Never know. But yeah, follow me on Twitter at that Jester Kid.
And that should be it then to wrap up episode 59. Thank to you guys as always for listening to the show and for all your future comments and all that kind of stuff. I'm looking at you, WWE Morrison SES, because I know you're going to do at least a couple out there. You always do. The Habit Man and Chat Mac and everybody else like that. Rockstar, I Curry, all the regulars, the ones I didn't name and the ones that I did. So with episode 59 in the bag, this has been another Smark Out moment, and we're being counted out. See you next time, everybody. When I was just a boy, everybody told me what I should do and who I should be. I got so tired of talking, I finally had to say outro. Outro. They never understand the kind of man I am. I do my own thinking, got a lot of big plans. Outro. Outro. Well, all of you who want to bring me down, I have news. Stand in my way, I promise you'll lose. Outro. Outro. Eat your heart out, Vince McMahon.